Close. So some things you should keep secret from your mom. Most people, you guys probably already know this, but it took me kind of a while to get this because my mom, kind of like Marjorie's family, she was a hippie, and I spent a lot of time in my childhood on a women's commune in Vermont, hanging out with her and her friends, and later she would tell me stories about her dates with her boyfriend at the airport when they dropped acid, and so I just didn't get that you need to keep some secrets. But I figured this out when I was 20 years old. I was home for the summer. I was living with my dad, and I was mostly just moping over my ex-girlfriend who had dumped me. Well, she had cheated on me and then dumped me and then moved to California with a bunch of my friends. So I was not doing very good. And but finally I just sort of collected myself, and I was like, you know what? No, I can have sex with other people. In fact, I am going to have sex with someone tonight. Someone really, 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 really hot. So I went out to a club and I kind of scanned the room, and I saw this really hot butch girl. So I gave her sexy eyes, and then she started giving me sexy eyes, which is good sign. And then she started coming over to dance with me. And well, I will say that I don't mean to brag, but I have this sort of special secret weapon on the dance floor, this special dance move. Do you guys want to see it? Okay. So I can't really do the whole thing because I have a skirt on, but basically you're just dancing and no one realizes anything's happening, and then you just go boom like that. And so, it worked pretty good. And then she asked me do I want a ride home? So I was like, yeah. And so we get in the car, and then we start driving, and then we sort of stop on the side of the road and we make out, and it's really hot. And then she says, do I want her to give me a ride back to her house? And so I was like, yeah, but more cool than that, I'm pretty sure. And so we're driving back to her house, and we drive past my dad's apartment and around the corner and into her driveway. And I was like, that doesn't seem so good for anonymous sex, to be having sex with your neighbor. But I was on a mission. I had an agenda, and I was not going to be deterred. So I just went straight into that. I didn't even tell her. I just went straight into the house. But once I got inside, it was I was a little bit drunk, and it was kind of late, but I was like, this place feels so familiar. And so I said, who lived here before you? And she said, oh, just, some older straight woman, Kathy. Kathy is my mom's best friend. I have known this woman since I was born on the women's commune thing. And I just helped Kathy move out of that apartment 2 weeks ago. So, but you know what? No, I had a plan. I had an agenda. I was not going to be deterred. So I just I did not even tell her about Kathy, and I just went straight into Kathy's room, right? And which is now this girl's room. And you guys, we did it all night. And in the morning, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sexy, and I'm accomplished, and forgetting about my ex-girlfriend. And then the doorbell rings. And she goes to get it, and she comes back, and she says, I hope you don't mind, but that woman who used to live here, she needs to pick up her stuff. And I was like, holy shit, Kathy is here at my anonymous sex place. And so I dive under the covers, and it smells like a sex fart down there. I'm serious, you guys. But I don't care. I'm just hoping that she won't hear me or see me, and I'm listening to this woman who's practically my godmother, 3 inches away from my head, just making small talk with this girl, and I'm just please, 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 please leave. And finally she does leave, and you know what? So do I. I'm out of there, and so I walk around the corner back to my dad's house, and I start laughing because it's funny, right? And I call my friends, and it's funny. We have a laugh, and then it becomes sort of my go-to party story. And then a few weeks later, I'm hanging out with my mom, and I'm like, oh, Mom, the funniest thing happened. You wouldn't believe it. And she was like, oh, yeah, what's that? I said, I met someone, and it was Kathy. My mom said, that's it? And I said, yeah. That's it. That's not funny. And you know what? I knew it wasn't funny. And in that moment, it was okay, because not being funny or even being stuck under a sheet in a sex fart, all of that is better than telling your mom about your first attempt at anonymous sex. Some things just need to stay secret.